2020 Hyundai Ioniq reviews. Like, share, subscribe to the channel and do not forget to ring the bell to update the latest videos from RadioReviewer.com. The Car Connection Expert Review. Likes. Variety of hybrid and electric choices. Normal, usable design. Intuitive controls. Very good hybrid fuel economy. Dislikes. Cramped seating space. Plug-in range not as good as some competitors. Normal design may bore some. Cargo space is diminished by battery pack. Buying tip. With automatic emergency braking now standard on every Ioniq, the least expensive models offer the best value, especially considering Hyundai's excellent warranty coverage and base infotainment setup. Quick specs. Gas mileage, 55 miles per gallon city/54 miles per gallon highway. Engine, gas, electric i4, 1.6 liters. EPA class, large cars. Style name, limited hatchback. Drivetrain, front-wheel drive. Passenger capacity, 5. Passenger doors, 4. Body style, Ford Rams car. Transmission, 6-speed EcoShift dual-clutch auto-incorporated, Shiftronic, sport mode select and paddle shifters with regenerative braking system. Dimensions. Vehicle. EPA classification, large cars. Weight information. Base curb weight, pounds, 3,115. Interior dimensions. Front headroom, in, 38.2. Second legroom, in, 35.7. Passenger capacity, 5. Front hip room, in, 53.8. Front legroom, in, 42.2. Second shoulder room, in, 55. Passenger volume, ft cubed, 96.2. Second headroom, in, 37.4. Front shoulder room, in, 56.1. Second hip room, in, 52.9. Exterior dimensions. Width, max without mirrors, in, 71.7. Wheelbase, in, 106.3. Track width, rear, in, 61.5. Height, overall, in, 56.9. Length, overall, in, 176. Minute ground clearance, in, 5.3. Track width, front, in, 61. Cargo area dimensions. Cargo volume with rear seat up, ft cubed, 26.5. Fuel economy. Fuel tank. Fuel tank capacity, approx. Gal, 11.9. Mileage. EPA fuel economy estate, highway, MPG, 54. Fuel economy estate combined, MPG, 55. EPA fuel economy estate, city, MPG, 55. Performance specs. Engine. Displacement, 1.6 liters/96. Engine order code, NA. See net torque at RPM, 109 at 4,000. Fuel system, gasoline direct injection. Engine type, gas, electric i4. See net horsepower at RPM, 139 at 5,700. Transmission. Trans type, 6. Third gear ratio, 1, 1.37. Final drive axle ratio, 1, 4.19. Drivetrain, front wheel drive. First gear ratio, 1, 3.87. Sixth gear ratio, 1, 0.77. Trans description cont, auto shift manual with HUD. Fourth gear ratio, 1, 0.93. Trans order code, NA. Second gear ratio, 2.22. Reverse ratio, 5.35. Trans description cont. Again, NA. Fifth gear ratio, 0.96. Brakes. Disc, front, yes or yes. Rear drum Ioniq width, in, nah. Brake type, 4-wheel disc. Rear brake rotor Ioniq thickness, in, 10.3. Disc, rear, yes or yes. Brake ABS system, 4-wheel. Drum, rear, yes or nah. Front brake rotor Ioniq thickness, in, 11. Steering type, rack pinion. Turning diameter, curb to curb, foot, 34.8. Tires. Spare tire order code, nah. Front tire order code, nah. Spare tire size, nah. Front tire size, P225/45HR17. Rear tire order code, nah. Rear tire size, P225/45HR17. Wheels. Spare wheel size, in, nah. Front wheel size, in, 17/7. Spare wheel material, nah. Front wheel material, aluminum. Rear wheel size, in, 17/7. Rear wheel material, aluminum. Suspension type, front, con, strut. Suspension type, front, strut. Suspension type, rear, con, multi-link. Suspension type, rear, multi-link. Safety features. Safety. Airbag frontal driver, yes. Airbag frontal passenger, yes. Airbag passenger switch, on/off, no. Airbag side body front, yes. Airbag side body rear, no. Airbag side head front, yes. Airbag side head rear, yes. Brakes ABS, yes. Child safety rear door locks, yes. Daytime running lights, yes. Traction control, yes. Night vision, no. Rollover protection bars, no. Fog lamps, no. Parking aid, yes. Tire pressure monitor, yes. Backup camera, yes. Stability control, yes. Other features. Electronic stability control, escape. ABS and driveline traction control. Side impact beams. Dual-stage driver and passenger seat mounted side airbags. Lane keep assist, aka lane keeping assist. Lane keep assist, aka lane departure warning. Blind spot collision avoidance assist, BCA, blind spot. Forward collision avoidance assist, FCA, with pedestrian detection. Front and rear parking sensors. Tire-specific low tire pressure warning. Dual-stage driver and passenger front airbags. Curtain first and second row airbags. Airbag occupancy sensor. Driver knee airbag. Rear child safety locks. Outboard front lap and shoulder safety belts incorporated, rear center 3. Warranty. Basic miles/km, 60,000. Basic years, 5. Corrosion miles/km, unlimited. Corrosion years, 7. Drivetrain miles/km, 100,000. Drivetrain years, 10. Hybrid, electric components miles/km, 100,000. Hybrid, electric components years, 10. Maintenance miles/km, 36,000. Maintenance years, 3. Roadside assistance miles/km, unlimited. Roadside assistance years, 5. The 2020 Hyundai Ioniq hybrids and plug-ins trade on affordability instead of luxury. The 2020 Hyundai Ioniq bolsters its green cred this year with a bigger battery for its electric edition, but the base hybrids still make the best case for value. Mildly updated this year, the Ioniq Hybrid Blue remains one of the most efficient gas-powered vehicles on the road, and a more conventional car than the similar Toyota Prius. Ioniq plug-in hybrids are an easy step into any driver's electrified future, but Ioniq electric models, despite their gains, still don't have the range of even Hyundai's own Kona electric crossover. We give the Ioniq family a TCC rating of 6.6 out of 10, with its strong value, warranty, and efficiency leading the way. It's a likable car, more approachable than the latest Prius, and with similar efficiency. It starts with a friendly hatchback shape that's utterly conventional. Want something daring and avant-garde? Look elsewhere, because each Ioniq, no matter the powertrain, knits together a sloping roof, a friendly face, and a simple-to-use cockpit, no visual clutter included. Powertrains range from the 139 horsepower hybrid that can eke out 58 miles per gallon on the EPA combined cycle, to a 29-mile electric range plug-in hybrid, to the newly updated 170-mile electric edition. Hybrids have a low driving position and no-nonsense handling, but acceleration feels moderate at best. Past electric models have more scoot, but with a range of up to 170 miles they're competitive with base Nissan Leafs, but not with 258-mile Kona electric or 259-mile Bolt EVs, and Ioniq electric models are only available in California and others have rural states. The Ioniq shines at commuter duty, with its comfortable front seats and well-sorted cockpit. Rear seat room gets compromised by the roofline, but cargo space swells to more than 26.5 cubic feet when the rear seat backs fold down in hybrid models. Crash test scores have been good, and every Ioniq now comes with automatic emergency braking. The $23,930 Ioniq Hybrid Blue is an extreme couponing kind of value, with its power features and its 8.0-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. More expensive versions upgrade to 8.0 or 10.3-inch screens with navigation, leather upholstery, and a sunroof. We'd pay more for the plug-in powertrain, but would hold at the $30,230 cell, where LED headlights become standard. 2020 Hyundai Ioniq, styling. The 2020 Ioniq cloaks its green creds in a tidy hatchback body. The Hyundai Ioniq's now familiar hybrid technology wraps itself in a familiar hatchback body. Its tidy proportions wear handsome details, in marked contrast to the avant-garde Prius, and its cockpit glows with flourishes of high-definition displays. We give it a 6 for styling, with an extra point for a well-detailed body. The Ioniq family has a leg up on rivals that have strayed into stranger styling territory. We are looking at you, Prius and Clarity and even Leaf. The Hyundai hatchback's perch shape has the best balance of all the small hybrid hatches, and it wears details like discreet jewelry. The nose on hybrids adopts a new mesh grille this year, while electrics have a distinct pattern on their face. Fresh front and rear ends with LED headlights and taillights retain the Ioniq's sweeping lines and its tasteful proportions, which admittedly cost it some rear seat headroom while they help it deliver a narrow efficiency. Plain but perfectly functional, the Ioniq cockpit doesn't embrace a radical futuristic look like the Prius Prime. It's a conventional workplace with rules for where things belong and how they should look, and that's fine. The everyday economy car look coordinates well with the driving experience. It's a normal-looking car that drives normally. Of course, higher-end models can be awash in digital displays for the driver and for the central infotainment interface, and in one concession to the touchscreen happy present, the Ioniq's parking brake and shift controls are operated by buttons and touch controls, not levers. 2020 Hyundai Ioniq, performance. The Ioniq trades entertainment for efficiency, and we approve. Not every new vehicle can be a Miata like lawn dart on canyon roads. Sometimes efficiency reigns supreme, as it does in insights and reuses, and in the 2020 Hyundai Ioniq. It's a game of give and take that succeeds, more so this year with the Ioniq Electric's longer battery range. We give the family of Ioniq hatchbacks a 4 for performance, based on the hybrid's puttering acceleration and average ride and handling. The Ioniq hybrids team a 104 horsepower 1.6-liter inline-4 with a 43 horsepower, 32 kilowatt, electric motor and a 1.56 kWh lithium polymer battery. It nets out at 139 horsepower sent to the front wheels through a 6-speed dual-clutch automatic. In practice that translates into moderate acceleration that's never raucous or unrefined. The Ioniq Hybrid doesn't feel slow, because the car's overall weight of about 3,000 pounds is still relatively low. Fuel economy is about the same regardless of driving style, so there's no reason to be delicate with the gas pedal. To maximize efficiency, hybrids have paddle controls to control regenerative braking. It's a well-blended system that recaptures energy shed during braking, and Hyundai manages the transitions between motors, the dual-clutch automatic, and friction brakes well. Ioniq plug-in hybrids share the same powertrain, but battery size rises to 8.9 kWh, which means similar acceleration but an electric-only driving range of up to 29 miles. Hyundai's focus on making a hybrid in which ride and handling aren't remarkable, unless you consider the perfectly normal driving feel despite the Ioniq's high-tech smoothie of batteries and motors. With their multi-link rear suspension and a range of 15, 16, and 17-inch wheels and low rolling resistance tires, the Ioniq hybrids still have a friendly driving feel accentuated by a lower center of gravity, thanks to its battery placement. Hyundai Ioniq Electric. Electric models are powered by a 134 horsepower motor that gets its juice from a 38.3 kWh lithium polymer battery, up from 28 kWh in 2019. A new 7.2 kW charger replaces the 6.6 kW unit on the prior version. This package is now good for up to 170 miles of range, up from 124 miles, and it's now rated at 133 inch, down slightly from 136 inch. Hyundai says it can be charged to 80% in under an hour on a 100 kW fast charger. We haven't driven the new electric model, but acceleration should be offset between the power gain and a BEV's weight increase of about 300 pounds to 3,488 pounds. The electric model's larger battery pack requires shallower packaging of a torsion beam rear axle. We'll have more to report when we can schedule a test drive of the revamped model. 2020 Hyundai Ioniq, comfort and quality. The Ioniq's sleek roof cuts into passenger space. Slightly smaller than rivals such as the Toyota Prius, the 2020 Ioniq doesn't have a spacious backseat, but front passengers relax in comfort, and the hatchback body can bring a lot of stuff along for the ride. We give it a 6 for comfort and utility. Though front passengers sit low in the Ioniq, the seats themselves have thick bolsters and gray fabric. Leather upholstery comes with the most expensive models. The Ioniq's cabin is wide, too, which gives it more shoulder space than its low, short body might seem ready to deliver. The back seat's good for 2 medium-sized adults, and not more. Headroom is the issue. The Ioniq's sloping roof cuts into back seat space, though these seats also are mounted low. They do fold forward for improved cargo space. The Ioniq already has 26.5 cubic feet behind the rear seats. It's 23 cubic feet in battery-equipped plug-in and electric models. The Ioniq's 6-speed dual-clutch transmission also helps keep most strange and noises under wraps, even through heavy acceleration. The cabin is quieter than most, and the engine's revving is not intrusive. The cabin has lots of plastic trim, but for all it offers in efficiency and price, it's a fair trade. 2020 Hyundai Ioniq, safety. Crash testing isn't complete, but the Ioniq has fared well so far. These gave the Hyundai Ioniq 2 marks for crash safety, but so far the NHTSA hasn't crash tested one. We'll hold off rating it for safety until all the data is in. All Ioniqs now have active lane control, automatic high beams, and automatic emergency braking. Blind spot monitors are available, as is adaptive cruise control on more expensive versions. Hyundai 2020 Ioniq, features. A rejiggered lineup doesn't mar the Hyundai Ioniq's rep for generous features. The 2020 Ioniq Hybrid comes in 4 different models, the plug-ins in 3. With plenty of standard features, good infotainment, and a generous warranty, we give it an 8 for features, and steer shoppers toward the less expensive models. The $23,930 Ioniq Hybrid Blue is an exceptional value, priced like a Corolla Hybrid. It comes with automatic emergency braking, keyless ignition, automatic climate control, 15-inch wheels, and an 8.0-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, dual climate control, and 15-inch alloy wheels. The $25,880 Ioniq SE Sports LED running lights, a power-adjustable driver's seat, and a 7.0-inch instrument display, while the $29,130 Cell Gains LED headlights, wireless smartphone charging, ambient lighting, adaptive cruise control with stop-and-go functionality, a power sunroof, leather upholstery, and 17-inch alloy wheels. The $31,930 Limited gets Harman Kardon audio. Plugins come in 3 versions, with features that line up for the most part with hybrids. The $27,230 Ioniq Plug-in Hybrid SE has adaptive cruise control, while the $30,230 Cell gets LED headlights. The $33,680 Ioniq Limited has a 10.3-inch touchscreen, navigation, and Harman Kardon audio. The Ioniq Electric is equipped like the plug-in hybrid, but prices haven't been confirmed yet. All Ioniqs come with Hyundai's 5-year, 60,000-mile limited vehicle warranty and 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. From green to very green to greenest, the 2020 Hyundai Ioniq family gets progressively more electric. Hyundai claims to have one of the most efficient gas-powered cars on the road in its 2020 Ioniq, but things get even better. We give the Ioniq a 9 for fuel economy, since its gas-electric model earns EPA ratings of 55 miles per gallon city, 54 highway, 55 combined. But it gets better. In blue trim, with lower rolling resistance tires, the Ioniq rises to 57/59/58ths of a mile per gallon, which makes it one of the most stingy vehicles without a plug-in mode. The Ioniq plug-in hybrid takes up the cause from there. With a larger battery pack and a plug, the FEV Ioniq can power through 29 miles on electric alone. When its gas engine kicks in, it can still turn in a 52 mile per gallon combined rating, for a net of 119. This year, the Ioniq Electric gets a larger battery pack. It grows from 28 kWh to 38.3 kWh. That lifts its driving range from 124 to 170 miles, better than a base Nissan Leaf, and it rises to 136 mph. It can recharge to 80% in under an hour on the 100 kW fast charger. Those numbers don't come close to the 258-mile range of the Hyundai Kona Electric, though, and like the Kona Electric, the Ioniq Electric only is sold in states that have adopted California's ZEV rules: California, Connecticut, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Rhode Island, and Vermont.